And also, did you expect to see it so quickly, though? I mean, it's happened quite early on in the process, them all getting paranoid, really.
Yeah, because if paranoia happens when, you know, in any kind of community, so when we all live in communities, but particularly this, because it's a game and because you're in competition with other people, and because of that, that's naturally going to lend itself to paranoia, because of the fact that you're going to be thinking, what's the other person thinking? Are they going to nominate me? Who are they going to nominate? So all of that linked in with tiredness and the booze, absolutely is going to feed paranoid thinking.
Psych each other out. And all
They
that
are
whispering as well,
out,
that's going to drive you mad. Well, let's take a little look.
Connor, Aaron and Luke think they're running this whole show. The boys are going to recruit Tara and Ashley.
Yeah.
Today, they're whispering about nominations. It just seemed like horrible.
Who was whispering?
I'm telling Aaron's like one.
No, he's on another level.
Aaron.
He says even if he goes up, he won't go home. So let's put him up.
Yeah.
We can do it. There's enough of us to do it.
Chris, I knew there was going to be a boo. How did you feel in there, Chris? Were you worried about the whispering? Were you aware of it?
I'm used to that kind of stuff.
So you weren't getting paranoid?
No, I wasn't getting paranoid in there. No, I knew what was happening. I worked it out. They didn't whisper. I got good hearing, you see. They could whisper in the bathroom, I hear in the living room. They weren't that good at whispering. I knew I was going to go up for nomination, but I just didn't know who against. I was debating Aaron as well, so it was kind of...
Did that make you untrusting? Did it kind of make you not want to...
I was just going with the flow, to be quite honest with you. Just went on with it.
Part of the game.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, it's going to happen in there.
Neil, you're used to living with strangers with cameras on you all the time. How did you cope with it?
Well, in the jungle it was all right, but then I've done a wife swap and that's lived with Pete Burns.
Sure. That's a whole different ballgame.
You talk to me about paranoia, mate. When you hear a creak outside your bedroom, your bumhole's going like that with paranoia.
Right, well, I knew it was going to be lowbrow when Razor came on, but I didn't know it'd be quite so quick.
But
Chris?
what I'm saying, because of paranoia as well, because they're all grasses.
Cool.
Do you know what I mean? Because they know someone's telling me something, if I was in there, I know I'm going to grass them, so they think they like me. So there's all grasses. You're going to be paranoid because they're all...
That's
telling each other stories, so it's
Chris, it seemed to us that you guys talk constantly about nominations. Was that the case, or is that just what we're seeing?
That's what you were seeing. That's what you were shown on the show.
So it was just occasional. It wasn't.
Yeah,
all
it wasn't
the time.
all the time, no. But it was. I have to admit, there was quite a lot because obviously it was the hot topic because everyone was worried about getting put up against the nomination. So it was one of the hot topics in the house. There's nothing else to talk about. You can't talk about you just gone to the shops.
Yeah.
You're locked in the house.
Well, let's remind ourselves.
Will it get worse?
Yeah. Promise me you won't tell anyone.
Oh, my dad ashes. If that says somebody, don't ever speak to me again. I swear on my dad's ashes, I would never ever say a word. And
maybe Lauren. Because I think she's been a little bit too nice.
Who are you nominating for? Wait, I know, I can guess one.
One's obvious.
Yeah, Benedict.
Benedict.
Fucking hell. Do you know what then? If that is it then, if that is the way then, I think 100% who's going to get a nomination this week? Benedict, Dana.
Becky.
Benedict.
The person I'm voting for is people that I don't want to love with. And Dina gets on my fucking boobs.
Yeah.
Dina's an asshole.
I'm nominating her. Me too.
Oh, it's excellent, isn't it?
I'm nominating her. Me too. Can sharing nominations maybe be a form of bonding, Mark? Because people seem to be drawn to each other to do it.
The fact that they can talk about, and you can see in the clip that they're openly discussing nominations. And the thing about coming back to paranoia, the thing about paranoid thinking, the main thought process in paranoid thinking is a sense of threat. And this week you can definitely see that happening in the house, where there's a threat of going up for nomination and going up for eviction. And because that's there, that's definitely fueling the discussions that's in the house. But it seems to be more about the fact that trying to get information from other people about what they're thinking,
trying to suss out the situation.
What they think about you. Yeah.
What kind of effect can secret plotting have on the whole group?
Well, so it's got to get worse when it gets smaller and smaller.
Absolutely.
When the group gets smaller and smaller, the game plan's going to go in you.
Absolutely.
The people you've trusted before, they're not going to trust you anymore,
Well,
are
we've
you?
still got 14. That's still quite a big group. So what effect does it have on them as a
The group is quite big, but if you notice already, the same kinds of people are having the same discussions
got
about
factions, haven't we?
Absolutely, and you'll probably see that happening more and more, where people will actually split into smaller groups, because that's again coming back to paranoid thinking. Paranoid thinking, unfortunately, thrives in a community where you feel isolated rather than connected. And in the Big Brother house, if you feel a bit more isolated, you're going to feel a bit more paranoid.
Definitely.
So the key to actually reducing that is attach yourself to it where you feel more connected to the group.
So you've got to find some allies. Well, let's have a look at game playing in the house.
I feel like Becky's being really nice to me, but I think it's just because of nominations.
My second nomination is going to be for Luke S. I think he's going around the girls singularly, individually, and trying to get their vote by the whole cuddles and tickles and stuff like that. That's really hard. The things that I said were pathetic. How hard was that?
I think it's going to detail, but the point is I can't mentally handle any kind of...
What you've got to keep reminding yourself is it is a game.
Yeah.
Right. Do you think that is evidence of game playing right there?
Well, looking at the fundamentals of Big Brother, it is a game and you have to play the game, and it's a psychological game as much as anything else. And if you look at what happened in the clip there, the fact that Lauren was moving within the groups and they were discussing about the fact that this is a game. And within, again, coming back to the thoughts of paranoia, one of the big things about the feeling of paranoia is feeling mistrustful of people, feeling isolated, feeling that other people are kind of out to get you. And in the Big Brother house, they are.
They genuinely are.
They are out to get you.
Chris, who do you think the biggest game players are?
Well, when I was in there or what I've seen?
First of all, what you thought, and then now.
OK, when I was in there, I thought the biggest game players I thought in there was Aaron.
OK.
And I also thought Becky, to be quite honest.
But you told me earlier you're surprised by one person now that you're out. Who are you surprised by?
Lydia.
OK.
Yeah, because I
thought there'd be a ripple there and there wasn't. I've calmed them.
What I've seen here is totally different to what I saw inside the house, so she's quite good at it. That's what I'll say to that.
People too. Well, thanks, guys. Jamie, over to you, right over there.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you having a lovely evening?
Yeah, you.
I am. I'm
yeah,
really
it's nice,
lovely
isn't it?
evening. We're all having a lovely evening. Thank you. I'm over in digital as ever, and they've got their finger on the pulse. Here is an exclusive clip they spotted earlier today, just for you.
Apparently Siobhan was talking about it as well.
About what, the cigarettes?
Yeah, which is quite sad because, I mean, I gave Luke a whole packet because he'd run out, because he's a proper smoker.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly.
If Siobhan wanted cigarettes, I would have given Siobhan cigarettes.
They are very expensive. They are very expensive.
Well, yeah, I spent nearly £200 on cigarettes, do you know what I mean? I'm a student. But then they went in and asked for cigarettes and Big Brother said, well, other housemates have cigarettes. But I don't think it's fair. I brought enough in to last me and now I'm not...
And also, it's not particularly fair on the non-smokers. What do we get?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
You know, they should have catered for themselves. If they want to be smoking, they should have brought them in, you know? They can't rely on
it's a total luxury cigarette.
It's total luxury.
They're very expensive. Can you help me, James?
So, no, you shouldn't feel guilty about that. They want you to feel guilty because they want them from you. They're just being nasty, greedy, selfish, spoiled little brats.
They're all spoiled brats over cigarettes, though, aren't they? Last week, via the medium of the classic pub quiz, we saw just how brainy our housemates are. No, actually, we didn't. So let's laugh at them again. Here's round two.
Welcome to this week's Big Brother's Bit on the Side pub quiz. First question. Who this week criticised Katie Price's fashion sense, saying you look like mutton? Was it A, her mum, B, Alex Reid, or C, Chantel Houghton?
Alex Reid is a diva himself.
B, Alex Reid, because she's never actually slagged off Katie.
Final answer, Reid.
Alex
Reid.
What is the capital of Australia?
Canberra.
Yes. Is it A, Sydney,
Canberra.
B, Canberra, or C, Mick Dundee City?
No, Mick Dundee City! No!
B, Canberra.
You answered B, Canberra.
Yes. Yeah. Sure.
Which Hollywood actor filed for divorce this week? Was it A, Tom Cruise?
No.
B, Dirk Benedict, or C, David Arquette?
Arquette.
Who the fuck's that? David Arquette.
Yeah.
Were they already?
Who are they?
I'm not going with Cruise, no way.
There's no way.
Whoever Dirk Benedict is, who is it?
Okay, he's like an old actor, he's older.
Okay.
C.
Yeah, C, yeah, C.
Who invented the television? Was it A, John Panasonic?
No.
B, John Logie Baird?
Yes.
Or C, Alexander Graham Bell?
B, John Logie Baird.
Didn't Bell do the lights?
We'll go with B.
What is ain't got a clue.
B, Logie here.
Yeah.
Which Britain's Got Talent act did Simon Cowell sign this week in a record deal worth £500,000?
The Rogues.
Lovable Rogues, Lovable Rogues.
Yeah.
See, Lovable Rogues, Big Brother.
In what year did Tony Blair become Prime Minister?
1997.
Was it A, 1997?
Yes.
B, 2000? Or C, 1987?
1987.
No, 97. 97.
A. That was when I was born.
1997, A.
Can we just leave in there, Ben?
No way. Girls, the next question is, which of these is a member of Steps?
Oh, I know.
Is it A, Tammy?
No.
B, Faye?
Yeah, no.
Or C, Jeanette?
Faye.
B. Faye.
Which famous guitarist is to receive a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame? Is it A, Jack White, B, Keith Richards, or C, Slash?
Slash already have one.
I'm sure Slash must have one.
We're going to go with
Keith
C.
Richards, right? What about Keith Richards?
Does he play the guitar?
I don't know who it
Rolling
is.
Stones.
Keith Richards.
B.
B.
Our final answer is going to be C, Slash.
What is a baby whale called?
Oh.
Cute.
Calf.
Is it A, a calf,
Yeah, no.
B,
No.
a joey,
I know this.
or C, a crea?
A Korea.
Definitely a calf.
And a whale.
Same family. Same, yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely because I read something once.
A Korea. Is it?
In hiding, I was reading about whales.
C.
Yeah.
Boys,
What's it going to be?
Yeah.
that's the end of all your questions.
So that's one victory apiece to the boys and girls. Who will take the lead in round 3? Find out next week. Join us after the break when Jamie will be chatting to some of you lot out there. I know. See you in 4 and a bit. Welcome back to Big Brother's Bit on the Side. We're like the and finally on News at 10, the only reason you've sat through the rest of it, basically. I thoroughly enjoy reading all of your tweets, posts and emails that you send me and us at Bit on the Side, but Jamie actually enjoys talking to you. So let's have a little eavesdrop. Jamie?
I do. I love talking to them. Call us in all the time. Love it. Now, I've chosen some of our incredibly lucky viewers to speak to me right now. So, Luke, you sexy heterosexual thing, who have we got on line 1?
We have got Antonia from Luton.
Antonia, can you hear me?
Yes, hello, Jamie.
Hello, how are you? I'm good, very well. How's Luton this evening?
Luton is rainy.
Oh, sorry. What would you like to talk about?
Well, firstly, yesterday you looked really cute in the pink, we have to say.
Oh, thank you very much.
And basically, we want to talk about Luke S. We love him.
Yes, let's talk about someone else. Why do you like Luke so much? Luke S, rather.
He just seems so real, so genuine, and just like a really nice guy. And people like Luke A seem to be giving him a bit of a hard time.
Do you think, though, that Luke S is just using Ashley a bit for screen time, maybe?
No, I think it's the other way round. I think Ashley's using him.
Really?
Well, she keeps saying to everybody that she's got nothing in common with him and that she wants to tell him, like, to sort of end it and everything. And then she's, like, lying down on the bed with him, like, snogging him and stuff. She needs to just be straight, tell him that she's not interested and, like, leave him be.
Is she just being a bit of a tease?
Yeah, massive tease.
But Luke S uses his time in the diary room quite well, though, doesn't he? To kind of...
I don't know. I just think he's great. And in the not to laugh task, he was hilarious in the dining room.
He was, I admit.
In the dining room, even.
That's whatever I do when I don't want to laugh. Call that a three-cock gobbing, Derby. Thank you very much for your call, Antonia. Now we're going to go to who?
Declan from Skegness.
Declan from Skegness. We've never had anyone from Skegness. How's Skeggy?
Skeg is amazing. It's rainy, but still.
Good. Well, you'll always have the sea.
I wanted to talk about Becky.
Good.
Fantastic job finding her because she's the best housemate I've ever seen.
Well, yeah, I can't take all that. Actually, I can take all the credit. Thank you very much.
She's funny, she's genuine, she's very friendly. But it's making me a bit mad how some of the housemates are picking on her and turning on her.
She's had a bit of a tough first week, hasn't she? She walked straight into Chris over there. You know,
Yeah, that
lovely
really
guy.
annoyed me. I'm watching Chris.
Do you think she's in a bit of trouble this week? Do you think she's going to be up for noms tomorrow?
Especially with Adina's picking at her and picking all the worst bits out about her, spreading it around the group, saying, oh, let's nominate Becky, nominate Becky.
Yeah.
And they've all said it tonight, we heard it tonight, we heard it last night, and we're all going to nominate Becky, she's in trouble.
But they all seem to be convinced that because she was voted into the house that she's going to be kind of safe and loved by the public. I'm not entirely sure that she's as safe as they all think.
Well, I think it's a strong possibility, but like we've seen it before, if they go put up 2-3 weeks in a row, eventually the public get bored and then say, well, that's it, enough with you.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. We all get bored with pretty much all of them very, very quickly. Thank you very much for your call.